Hello, hello. Welcome in. How is everyone doing? I am Tammy Mastroberte, best-selling author. Oh, my camera just self-adjusted. Best-selling author of the book, The Universe is Talking to You. And my newest book, behind me, The Higher Help Method, Stop Trying to Manifest and Let the Universe Guide You, will be out in almost exactly a month. It will be out April 16th. I'm super excited about it. And so I'm going to be talking a lot about the teachings from it, obviously, in these weekly spirit boosts as we are getting closer and closer to the date. And when you pre-order, link in my bio and Instagram, and then, of course, in YouTube and Facebook below, you're going to get a 2-part live class with me, helping you apply it to your own life. A bonus meditation and so many other things. So, and you get the meditation right away as soon as you pre-order. So I wanted to come on here today to talk a little bit about how to get clear on what you want, because it's so important when it comes to everything, right? Whether you're trying to manifest, whether you are trying to make a decision, whether you are trying to solve a problem, it all sort of makes a difference. And so we have to get clear on what we want. Otherwise, you're sending mixed signals out. And then you're like, why am I not creating what I want? Well, how can you create what you want if you don't actually know what that is, right? It's a big thing. So I want to get clear. I want to help you get clear on that. I'm going to talk a little bit about my clarity formula, so that you can start getting a little bit clearer and being more purposeful and more conscious about what you are trying to create. Again, whether you're trying to manifest, whether you are trying to find a solution to an issue that you're dealing with, whether you are trying to decide which way to go on something, it all sort of can be filtered through this clarity formula that I'm going to give you, that of course is in my book and is step 1 of the Higher Help Method. So also, just FYI, if you're part of the summit, which is ongoing, and I'm going to be live at 1 p.m. Eastern, we are talking about past lives today with an amazing past life regressionist who has a brand new book out. Her name is Michelle Brock. So be sure to join me there. And that's just elevatedexistencesummit.com if you're not already part of it. So we're talking about clarity and getting clear. So what I have found is that oftentimes when you ask somebody, okay, well, what, they say my manifesting's not working. I don't know, it's not working. And, which been there, done that. If you say, okay, well, what is it that you're trying to create and why do you want that? And what is it going to feel like when you have it? Most people can't answer those questions, or you have to go, okay, wait, let me think. Right? I want you to know the answers to those questions in every area of your life that you now feel stuck. I want you to have answers to those questions, because when you are clear about it, the universe can then work with you to create that or something better. So here's how you get clarity, whether it's in your career or finding your purpose, whether it is in relationships, either trying to attract a relationship or improve a relationship, whether it's around money and finances, whether it's around issues with your child and parenting, whether it's trying to open your intuition, right? And creating more spiritual development, physical health, whatever it might be, emotional health. So what I want you to do is just look at where you're stuck. Just pick an area that you're stuck and say to yourself, what don't I like about this situation, about my current job, about not having a job yet, about the past job that I had before I got fired, about not having a relationship or past relationships that didn't work. What did I not like about this particular relationship that I'm in? What do I not like about it? What is my beef around this, right? Most people can do that. We're really good at pointing out the negative. We are super good. It's the way the brain works, right? We are super duper good at looking at, oh my God, here's all the things that are wrong in my life, or here's all the things that are wrong with this situation or this particular, issue. So do that. indulge in that for a minute and look at all of the things. Here are the things I don't like. You can even write it down. Here are all the things that I do not like about this particular situation in my life right now. I don't like, if it's a relationship, I don't like the arguing. I don't like that we can't communicate. I don't like that we both get triggered. I don't like that my partner doesn't listen to me. I don't like that my partner is not more romantic, whatever it might be. List all the things that you are not happy with. Then, in order to get clearer on what you want to see, you then take that list and you say to yourself, what would I like to see or experience instead? What would I like to see or experience instead of all of that stuff, right? That's how you start getting clearer. Well, I'd like to be able to communicate. I'd like my partner to listen to me. I'd like to be able to understand one another. I'd like to be able to talk and settle things with love and ease. I would like a job where I am compensated fairly, where I am respected for what I know, where I feel like I'm helping people and people appreciate that help, where I feel excited to get up in the morning and go do that work, where maybe I would do the work even if I didn't get paid because I just love it so much, right? What would you like to see instead? From there, you create what it is you want to create. Now, you do not have to be super duper specific. You can be, that's fine, but you don't have to be. And in many cases, sometimes it's better that you're not super duper specific, meaning I want to meet a man who is 5'9", and has black curly hair and dark eyes, a muscular build, works in an office, wears a suit and tie. Like, sometimes when we are too specific, you guys, and this so happens, when we are too specific, we're only looking for that specific thing, and we will ignore signs pointing us in a different direction that maybe is better than what we think we want. Okay? So don't be stressed out that I have to put in my order and be super duper specific. You don't. You don't. You just have to have an idea of what you'd like to create. Also, in addition to knowing what you want to create, what I believe is helpful when it comes to clarity and really helping the universe to partner with you and helping manage your own energy and helping yourself set an intention, right? Because intentions are powerful. They skyrocket into the universe. The other thing I want you to look at is, okay, here's what I would like to see instead. Here's what I would like to create. Next step. Why do I want this? Why do I want this? What is my why? Where's my motivation to create this? Why do I want this? Well, I want a relationship with someone who, loves me unconditionally and who we communicate well together and we're constantly working to be better for one another, because I would like to share my life with someone. I'd like to have the companionship. I'd like to be the opportunity to give love and receive love back. I'd like someone to walk through this life with, right? Why? Why do you want more money? So that I can pay off my debt, so that I can feel more financially stable. I can relax. I can provide for my family. I can provide for myself. I can purchase things without stress, right? What is your why? Doesn't have to be a whole big explanation. Just why? Why? Why do you want to create this? And then how will you feel when you create it? How will you feel if you get that or something better? How will it make you feel? I will feel, if I have more money, I'll feel more relaxed. I'll be less stressed. I'll feel more secure. I'll feel happier and excited and happy to be able to provide for my family or whatever it might be, or provide for myself, or not have the stress hanging over me about paying bills. Like, I just want to be more relaxed around finances, right? What, how will I feel when I have the relationship? Excited, happy, loved. um, you know, it doesn't have to be a whole big explanation. Just how are you going to feel? How will you feel when you have the job that is paying you well, that is that you love to go to, that you're surrounded by supportive and amazing and wonderful coworkers, right? How will you feel? Happy, excited, you know, um, joy, contentment. How will you feel? Just create this picture for yourself. It's not a lot, it doesn't take a lot, right? But if you can create this picture for yourself, you are now consciously clear of what you're trying to create. You can then move on to step 2, which I'm not going to get into today, which is asking the universe to partner with you. But you can't ask the universe to partner with you and guide you towards something that you don't know what in the hell it is, right? You have to have some type of an idea. And you always, always, always need to be open to something different and better. Because when you're partnering with the universe knows everything, sees everything, can see your road, can see your path, can see all the pieces of the puzzle that fit together, and can see and also knows maybe what your plans were and what your contracts were with people, etc., before you got here. So take advantage of that, right? Your conscious mind in this human body often can't see other possibilities, can't even dream up the possibilities that are possible for you. So what you want to create is really a jumping off point for you and the universe to partner together. Because what if there's something more incredible? You never want to say no to something more incredible. I always say, if you're a doctor and you or a nurse and you think, I just want to work in a hospital setting, that's what I want. And then all of a sudden a clinic comes along that's going to pay you extra money than the hospital setting and better hours, and there's so much more that would be beneficial to you for this. You don't want to ignore that opportunity because you only want to work in a hospital setting. You want to explore all opportunities because maybe you're going to be pulled to that. Maybe you're going to meet someone who's going to be a huge part of your life at that clinic that you wouldn't have met if you were at the hospital. So that's why you want to be open. You want to be open to something more exciting, something better, something that you can't possibly conceive on your own. Because if you're not open to that, you will ignore the guidance and the direction from the universe. Even if you follow the higher help method and you get clear on what you want and you're asking the universe for help and you're using all of the tools and you're following the method, if you are not open to something better, you're going to miss out on stuff. You're going to completely miss out on stuff. And it might take you longer to get to where you're supposed to go because you are completely closed off to anything other than exactly what you think you want. The universe knows so much more. Oftentimes I thought in my life, I can think back, and even you think back to things that you thought you want that you didn't get, but then look at what you did get. Oftentimes it's way better than what you thought at the time you absolutely wanted, whether it was a job, whether it was a relationship, whatever it might be. I can look back and think how disappointed I was when maybe I didn't get a particular job or a particular promotion or whatever it might be. But my gosh, it pushed me in a direction that, thank God. That's where the universe comes in. That's what makes it easier for us. If we can just let the universe sort of take the reins, that doesn't mean you're not doing your part. That doesn't mean you are not manifesting and the universe is manifesting for you. It is co-creation. It is a partnership. And when you start utilizing this force that we have available to us to help us, it becomes way easier. And it takes you to places you could never have imagined on your own. That is how it works. Now, when it comes to gaining clarity, and you may have heard me say this before, but I'm saying it again because it is so important. Notice what I said to you for the clarity formula. I said to you, figure out what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to feel. That's all I told you, right? Did I say anything about timing and when something was going to happen and setting a date? Did I say anything about where this was all going to take place? And did I say anything about how it's all going to go down? I did not. Do you know why I did not? Because that will mess you up every time. That is not your business. That is the universe's business, who is moving things around and putting you in line with the right people, the right places, the right opportunities, and setting things up to create what you want to create. The universe can figure out the how. The universe knows the when. You don't know the when. You don't know when those puzzle pieces are going to be popped into the right place, right? You don't know that the dream job that will make you happier than you ever been in your life is not available yet because the person hasn't left their position that you are going to take over. You don't know that, right? The universe knows that, but you're just thinking, Mike, what is going on? It's been 6 months, universe. Why are you not answering me now? Why are you not listening? The universe is like, man, we are. I promise you. The when, leave it to divine timing. Don't get involved in it. I know there's teachers that tell you to set a date. If you want to do that, if that works for you, do it. It never worked for me. It stressed me out. It stressed me out because as I got closer to the date, I'm like, it's not happening yet. What if it doesn't happen? Do I have to reset the date? Oh my gosh, maybe I screwed something up. It didn't work for me. So what I'm saying is, if that works for you, do it. If it doesn't stress you out and it doesn't cause you stress, which screws you up and takes you completely out of alignment, do it. I don't like to do it. I like to leave it up to the universe. I like to give the universe that job of figuring out when and figuring out where it's all going to go down and figuring out how. And the how is the biggest thing. So many times in my life in the past when I've tried doing the visualizations, which visualization is amazing. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying don't picture the how because when I used to visualize and try and see myself in the end result, I would inevitably start trying to fill in details because I'm a Virgo and I'm a detail-oriented person, and my brain would start trying to fill in details, and then I would go into the world of the how it was going to happen, and then I would start getting stressed out because I'm like, well, how in the world is that going to happen? That's not going to happen. That's not going to be easy to do. I have no idea. Well, what about this? And what about that? And my brain started going into all these different places, and then I messed up the whole feel-good visualization. Don't go into the how because it will start stressing you out. And also, you don't want to think it's going to happen a certain way so that you, again, ignore those signs around you, pointing you into a different direction. Forget about how it's going to happen. Anytime you start thinking, I don't know how this is going to happen, this is going to need a miracle, say, but I don't have to worry about it. Always follow it up with, I don't have to worry about it because that's the universe's job. The universe can create miracles. I can create miracles with the universe. So I'm just going to let the universe take that. I'm just going to worry about what I want and why I want it and how I will feel in the end and be open to this or something better. And I'm going to let go. And I'm going to do the other parts of the method, which we'll talk about. But I'm not going to worry about the how. I'm not going to worry about the where. And I'm not going to worry about the when, even though I want it now. Even though I want it in the next couple of weeks, even though I want answers right away. And sometimes you will get answers right away. Sometimes things will happen in just rapidly so fast and you'll think, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe, this worked so quickly. Sometimes it does. But sometimes things take time. Things have to line up properly. You have to trust in divine timing. And so I think people give up on maybe their visualizations, their affirmations, and all the things that they think they need to be doing. They give up thinking, I must be doing something wrong. This isn't working. What am I missing? How am I screwing this up? The universe doesn't like me. Whatever the things that we say to ourselves, like, and that's just not the case. And so then they stop doing the work or they stop managing their own energy and they spiral down and then they wonder why nothing is happening. It's not that. If you are managing your energy, if you are clear on what you want, if you are keeping yourself out of the chaos and you are feeling good just keep doing what you're doing and trusting. And that's why in the Higher Help Method book, I actually teach you to assign a sign for reassurance. Because when things are not happening fast enough for us, right? When things are not happening fast enough, when it's been months, when it's been like when I tried to, finally find a soulmate, I really decided to put some effort into it when I was like 37. And I thought, I should probably do this. And so I put some effort into it. And it was like January, I think, was it January, February? I know it was January that I did a whole ritual and a modified version of that ritual, because I've improved upon it, is in the Higher Help Method under the relationship section of the book. I did the ritual in January. I did not meet my now husband until October of that year. Sometimes things take time, but that doesn't mean that I did anything wrong. And that doesn't mean that the ritual didn't work. And that doesn't mean that the universe wasn't listening to me. That literally is divine timing, because when I did the ritual back in that January that I did the ritual, he was still married. He was still in a relationship, right? It took until I met him that October for him to be untangled from that and now looking for someone else. That had absolutely nothing to do with me doing something wrong. That had to do with divine timing, and I trusted the universe to bring me my person. And it's so funny because for so many years, like, normally now that you're 37, people are thinking like, why have you not found somebody? What's wrong with you? Right? And I just wasn't really putting effort into it at the time. I really didn't care. I was very focused on my business. I was very focused on my work and my career, and I just didn't focus on it. But it was funny because people always say to me like, well, why aren't you worried about never finding someone? And I was always like, no, I just think when I'm supposed to meet the person, I'm going to meet the person. I don't know. I just trust the universe to assist me and put me in the right track. Now, that doesn't mean I had to do my part too, right? Partnership. So when I got serious about it and did the ritual and started focusing on it, that's when things started moving faster. But there's still the whole divine timing piece of it. So do not beat yourself up. Trust the universe a little bit more and just do your part. And the Higher Help Method lays out for you how to do your part and how to surrender to let the universe do its part. And it starts with getting clear on what you want. It is so important for you. And in the first step of the Higher Help Method, in the Higher Help Method book, I talk about what I'm talking to you about here is getting clarity, and then how to take the clarity that you have gotten, create an intention, and ask the universe to partner with you, sending it out to the universe saying, here's my intention, always ending that intention with this or something better. And then being open for the universe to surprise and delight you, because the universe will surprise and delight you. And you will think, oh my gosh, I wanted this, but this is even more amazing. And I can't believe this was possible. Well, it was possible because you asked the universe to work with you. You did your part and you were open to something more amazing. But it starts with that clarity. So that's why I wanted to come on here. And as the weeks go, I'll sort of be teaching you different steps and different tools and different techniques. And then again, when you pre-order the book now, it'll be out in about a month. And the copies are going to be shipped to me. So hopefully soon I'll have a physical book in my hand. This is just the cover of the book. But I'll be sort of going through some of these steps. And then when you pre-order the book in the beginning of May, because the book is out April 16th, I will be live doing a 2-part class only to the people who pre-order the book. We'll be doing a 2-part class where we're going to go through the steps. We're going to do meditations together, exercises together. I'll be answering your questions on like, hey, Tammy, how do I apply this to my life and my situation where I'm stuck? And you're also going to get a bonus meditation to open your intuition that you can start using right now. And I have so many amazing spiritual teacher friends who lent who jumped in on this with me and are giving away free gifts for those who pre-order as well. So it's super exciting, and I can't wait to teach the class. We're going to go way deeper than I can ever go in these little weekly spirit boosts, because I'm not guiding you through exercises and things like that. But I'm super excited. I've been doing so many interviews, media interviews and podcast interviews, and just talking about this topic and all of the different pieces of the puzzle that go into the method. And it's just been so much fun for me to be talking about it. And the more I talk about it, the more excited I get to share it. So I can't wait. But starts with the clarity piece. And you can do this right now. Everything that I explained to you here, you can sit down and do right now for any area of your life that you're stuck. And it will instantly shift you by doing this, by using the clarity formula and getting clear on the what, the why, and the how you are going to feel. It's going to shift you. But always remember, even if you're clear on the what are you open to? You're open to something more extraordinary than what you are thinking is possible. Always remember that. And I don't think anybody in this world would say no, I don't want it, to something better, right? Who would say no to something better? I would never say no to something better. So that's why you ask the universe to help you create what you want or something more extraordinary. Okay, I can't see. I got to get going because I've got to go prep for the summit interview with Michelle Brock. We are going to be talking all about past lives, past life regression. I actually had a regression with Michelle, my God, going back probably 10 years from now. It was a long time ago. And we've stayed in touch ever since. Her work is amazing. And so we are going to have such an awesome discussion. And I can't wait. So that's happening at 1 p.m. Eastern as part of the summit. And then it'll be available for 48 hours afterwards, where you can continue to listen to it. And she has an amazing free gift and special offer. I'm so excited about it. I haven't had somebody for past life regression on in the summit in a long time. And I just love it. It's been so impactful in my life. So I can't wait to share it. So that is coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you're already part of the summit, you got the email this morning on how to log in and listen live. And then, of course, you'll also get the replay emails. If you're not part of it, just go to elevatedexistencesummit.com. It's not too late. Even though we started in January, we do replays at the end of the summit. Live interviews end this month, but then we will do replays where you'll be able to catch up on anything that you missed. So thank you all for being here. I hope the clarity formula helps you now to get a little bit clearer maybe on what you want to create. And again, if you pre-order the book, which I'm so excited about, hopefully maybe by next week I'll have the physical book here, because I think it was shipping. If you pre-order the book, you're getting that 2-part live class with me, and so much more. And the link is in YouTube and Facebook in the description, and then in the bio and Instagram. Thank you all for being here. Have an amazing and beautiful rest of your week and into the weekend. And I hope you're going to do something fun this weekend and something that brings you joy. I always tell you, consciously do something that brings you joy, to raise your vibration, to shift your energy, because you deserve it, and because you deserve to feel joy and be happy, whatever that might be. I don't care if it's a 5-minute thing or a 2-hour thing. Take time to do something that brings you joy this weekend. And I'm sending you all my love. I will be back here, of course, next Thursday at noon Eastern for another weekly spirit boost. And we will be talking about the next step, which is some spiritual tools that you can use to ask the universe for help once you get clear. So I will see you all then. Hopefully I'll see some of you over on the summit, and have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.